You really can't do much better than hummus in terms of appetizers, in terms of ripping and dipping and putting a sauce together on bread or veggies or crudité or anything else and just stuffing it in your mouth. It's it hasn't been proven wrong. The spirit of it. Garbanzos, olive oil, tahini, pureed together with lemon juice and served with pita bread, dips, crudités, anything else, and just shoved into your mouth as fast as possible without any abandon whatsoever or societal norms.
Let's get the basics out of the way. This is a no-frills, soak your hummus 24 hours and spend 3 days peeling each individual bean out of its shell kind of deal. I will admit removing the skins gives you a smoother hummus. Yes, but when you have a million other things to do, it's not worth it. We're leaving the skin on and pureeing this thing to kingdom comes. 4 cans worth. These cans are 15.5 ounces or 439 grams each, so do your math. Now add garlic, and how much is entirely up to your level of tolerance. I add between 6 and 8 cloves depending on the size because I like it a little bitey at the beginning. This mellows out with the other ingredients, but since it's a signature flavor of the dish, you want it to show up. Add tahini and half a cup of olive oil for now. You'll add more later. Right now, it will seem like there's not enough liquid for all the piles of beans. And you're right. Run the machine anyways. Start off slow and run it a few times until you get something that looks like this. This is the initial chop. It cuts everything tiny and gets it ready for the next cycle. Now I've made this on a $20 food processor and I've made this on a $200 Vitamix Monster. Both will get you where you need to be. This will may get you there faster, but both will work. Give it a quick stir to check the flavors and move things around. Obviously, the pieces at the top will be chunkier than at the bottom, so move it around a bit and start cycle 2. Now we're going to add ice in stages, and this is the secret. Everything else is window dressing. Grab 2 to 3 ice cubes from the freezer and add them to the mix as it's blending. The ice cools down the mixture so the oil and solids don't separate, and the moisture helps to make a smoother consistency. See this color change? That's what I'm talking about. As it becomes smoother, it absorbs air and gets lighter in color. Most people stop here and that's okay, but we're running another cycle, more of the same. Taste, season, add lemon juice, and olive oil and tahini and continue. Adding more ice until it's as smooth as it needs to be. You're seeing my hummus almost a pale straw yellow, and that's because it's absorbed so much air and broken down the starch granules inside the beans. This does take 8 to 12 minutes to do depending on your machine, but the texture is unbeatable.
Hummus is a game of balances, not about measurement so much. So you got to balance out the flavor, the acidity, the smoothness, the fattiness of the oil because it kind of can give a little bit of bitterness. So you're going to play that game. The sweetness, if you want to add some sweetness, all of that needs to come together. Let me show you what I mean. Pop the lid from either side.
Okay, you're gonna have to tell him I can't take this thing. But
Mm.
mm,
Now for the window dressing. I told you guys at the beginning that hummus is a blank canvas, made to shove things into your mouth as fast as humanly possible. These are going to be our garnishes. We're going to blister green onions and sweet bell peppers. I'm not interested in cooking them as much as I am searing the crap out of them on one side. They'll partially cook anyway, but that char is going to develop their sweetness. Plus, it looks pretty. But we're not done. I'm making a flavored oil to go on top, toasting whole cumin seeds, sliced garlic, and lemon peels. Just slightly fry everything on medium-low heat until the garlic and the cumin have darkened and become fragrant. This gives it a nuttiness and a citrusy complexity that really effing works. Some toasted pita B-roll, and let's plate this thing. First, our layer of hummus, making swirly, whirly divots and channels with the back of a spoon, just little crevasses for the oil and the garnishes to sit in. The traditional smoked paprika streak, some olives. I like Castelvetrano, the green buttery olives that don't have the brine on them. Tear away a few mint leaves, because why not, and our very untraditional flavored oil with garlic and lemon chips. Add some pita and blistered peppers cut in half, and we're done. The ethos behind most of the dishes on the channel really is, this dish is complete on its own. It has the textures, the depths of flavor, bright, sweet, acidic, umami, satisfying on its own. It can play well with others, but doesn't need to. It's a cool kid on the table. Now let's plate its big brother for our party. Cue the B-roll. Next week.